Hey y'all, and welcome back to Tisha Tuesday. This is Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. Y'all, this is my sixth episode, and I am very excited. I am just excited from the feedback that I've heard last week, from last week's episode, which I talked about my shrub, the importance of being in position to receive, and how strangers turn into supporters. And I had some conversations with people about my podcast from last week, and they were just saying how bold, I am for, and how proud that they are of me for even going and just talking about the things that I want to talk about, or even just sharing certain, conversations and stuff. Because again, it's a it sometimes can be vulnerable, and people, want to know things that's going on in your life. And I ain't saying that, people want to know stuff in my life. I'm just a little girl from Norfolk that's just trying to, have a successful podcast. But who knows how far this is going to grow. And with that being said, when I was leaving last week from doing my podcast, a song had came on when I was driving home. And it made me a little bit emotional. And the song was actually Nicki Minaj Win Again. And it just made me think about where I am now, where I want to be, and where I come from, where I have came from. And, you know, me and my best friend was having a conversation about confidence. And I just want to thank my mom, because my mom has instilled so much confidence in me. And there has things that happened in my life, and that I had no choice but to have confidence, but to basically keep holding my head up and just, just shoulders back and just keep walking and not even care. And that's just, I want to go into just, reinventing yourself. Um, I remember when years ago, when I was, just graduating from high school, and it was time to go off to college, and I went to Shaw University for 5 days. My mom had came and picked me up. She called me and was just like, I can't afford to, send you to school out of state. So, you got to come back home. When I tell you, I was crushed. Like, I did not want to come back here. Like, I remember my senior year in high school, and while it wasn't the best, and it was okay, but I remember the things that happened to me my senior year in high school. I remember how back then there was a MySpace page and the Ocho Cinco page and all of that shit. I didn't want to come back to that. I didn't want to come back to the area. I wanted to go to college in another state where people didn't know me, where I can continue to be who I always was before somebody tried to shatter and call me out on some shit that they thought they knew or did know or whatever. And then, for to come back here, come back to Norfolk, and then years later, a fucking 757 jump off page, and I'm up there and all this shit over some stuff, or just commenting on somebody's Facebook page, or too many hearts or too many likes, and it equates to, oh, she fucking this person, she fucking that person, and all of that stuff or whatever. Only for fucking in today's society for people to be exploiting everything, and they get praised for it. Not saying that that's what I was doing and I want any praise or anything, but it just goes to how people try to get away from things and get away from titles or from places that they live, because people have put them in a box, and people see them as, one person, or they see this person as the geek, the nerd, the slut, the hoe, and all of this stuff or whatever. And people, the nerds that go to college and become, frat members and sorority members and all of that stuff. People go to college and change themselves and reinvent themselves. So I know when I even had went to Norfolk State, and I'm just, again, confidence. I had to have confidence, because this is stuff that my family seen, on the internet, or my mom seen and stuff like that. And it's embarrassing too. But it's embarrassing because don't nobody want to be exposed like that for anything, no matter what it is. And if I had known what the fuck cyberbullying and defamation of character, I would have sued the fuck out your ass, like on some real shit. But anyway, I ain't mad. But no, this is stuff that I have not talked about. Things that I haven't even addressed, things that people may still remember, things that people probably have forgot, but I haven't forgotten because I know what it did to me. I know what it did to my confidence. I know how over years it silenced my voice. I know how it made me not want to speak out and say certain type stuff because I didn't want to be looked at like this person. But I got a lot of fucking shit to say, and I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say. And I'm going to say it and put it out and do it how I want to do it. And how anybody fucking feel, that's how you feel. That's my confidence. That's the type of confidence that I have. I'm going to continue to do what I want to do and how I do it. And if I fucking like a nigga pics too many goddamn times, that's just what the fuck I do. And if I decide that I want to post some sex on my page, that's what the fuck I want to do. People always judging people about the things that they do or the things that they like or how they do stuff. It's none of your fucking business. And I want to be the one to tell you that, all right? So, again, recreating themselves, reinventing yourselves. I remember, wanting to go and be in college and wanting to be, part of a sorority and all of this stuff or whatever. And then to not make it, that was look, one and done. That's all it takes because usually I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I do something, I always get it. So I felt like if I ain't get it, that just probably won't for me. And I probably, it just probably wasn't something that I just needed to do. So, maybe like some months later, somebody, one of my close friends that I have known for years, she crossed and all of that stuff, and she came back to me and she was just like, well, what happened? One of the girls was like, you'll never be so-and-so and all of this stuff. And I'm like, what? Why? Because of, some stuff that was on the internet. And I'm just like, bitch, really? Like, but it just goes to show you, like, how people have this perception of you of, what you put out on the internet. But I'm here to say, however you put it out, that's how you put it out. But we also need to understand that some stuff that is on the internet is not credible, is not always true. People will believe anything on the internet before picking up a book or actually going to do a little bit of research, or like y'all be like, oh yeah, whales decided that whatever, they decided to get feet and walk. I be like, damn, whales walking now. Like y'all will believe anything, and it's sick, and it's so sick. Y'all will believe the shade room, all of that stuff before fact checking. And I'm gonna make this short because that's just all I had to say. That's just something that I wanted to get off my chest, and I just wanted to share. And just, again, mind your business. Mind your fucking business. What a person decides that they want to do, that's what they want to do. It's not for you to put nothing what they do out. Because, again, there are consequences that you will have to pay for, just trying to come against somebody and trying to destroy them. It's some negative as evil fucking people out here. And y'all gotta make sure that y'all take heed and y'all know who these people are so that you don't surround yourself with that. Because for one, you're not gonna be blessed. Things aren't gonna come to you if you associate yourself with people that are negative, people that aren't trying to reinvent themselves, people that's okay with being who they are. So that's all I got for y'all this week. Tune in next week for another episode. I had a little rant and everything, but it's all good. It's just something that I had to get off my chest because, again, I don't know how big this is going to be, and I don't want shit to have to come back. Here, you heard it from the fucking horse's mouth, all right? Y'all have a good one. It's Tisha Tuesday. Make sure y'all go to 757 Dance Studio every Tuesday for Desire Dance. And of course, shop my website, Divas Dripping Jewels. Listen to me on SoundCloud, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts. I'm out there, y'all, and it's coming. Have a good one.